What is good, YouTube? Fall is finally getting here. It's a nice, cool, late summer. It ain't quite fall just yet, or at least as of recording this. But it's about 75 degrees, very comfortable out. You know, t-shirt and shorts kind of weather. But anyway, back up here on the mountain creek, and I'm just going to use whatever I've got in my bag, which ain't a whole heck of a lot, and a little ultralight rod, and see what we can catch, because I'm only going to give it about an hour and a half at most. So let's get down here, see what we can catch. Maybe it's part of me from back when I used to do a lot of off-roading, kicking in, but I just like the way mud tires look when they're good and dusty. Like, these are my new tires, by the way. Cosmo mud kickers. Got a pretty good deal on them. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. I cannot look at these tires with Cosmo on the side and not think Cosmo Kramer. But yeah, and some good looking tires. Downside is these things love picking up rocks like bad. Like the underside of my vehicle sounds like a paint mixture full of marbles. Anyway. Alright, hopefully the audio turns out a little bit better. I finally found my microphone that I can plug into my GoPro. So hopefully the audio comes out a little bit better. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, dang it. Alright. There's something just down here underneath this log. Bit it twice, and almost got it stuck to the log. And we caught something. What she is. Well, that was a little red ear sunfish, which is kind of sort of rare for this creek. Don't count though, because we didn't get hands on it. There's like 6 little bluegill right there, attacking the crap out of that trout magnet body. And what is that? That wanted my trout magnet. That is a red breast. We touched it, so it counts. I gotta rig this thing up. I eventually want to get a better microphone set up, because these things don't want to stay in place. And we'll just do that. We'll just clip it to its own cable. And I've got one finally. I wasn't entirely sure that one had, well, apparently it didn't have it good enough. Which is what I was about to say. I wasn't sure that it even had it in its mouth. And this bait's already kind of tore up. If I'm being honest, I found it laying in the back of my vehicle and just tied it on instead of rigging something else up. What are you? Possibly? Yes. That's our old buddy, the rock bass. That one's kind of rounded, almost like a shadow bass would be, but it's not a shadow bass. It's just a very portly rock bass. But yeah, this little trout magnet's just chewed all to pieces, and I've seen it laying there in the back of my vehicle. Like, you know what? I'll just tie that on instead of rigging something else up. Ooh. Y'all probably can't see them, but I see two decent smallmouths about midway through the little creek. He's looking at it. He wants it, he just ain't sure. Oh, we got one. I thought I'd missed you. Little Gilligan came by and took a nip at it. Like, he missed it. I ain't gonna worry too much about it. And then it started moving off. Looks like turkey scratchings or hog rooting right here. Anyway, this may be the last spot. I don't know. It's getting a little bit later than I thought it was. But anyway, we'll figure her out. We're going to sniff around this spot for a minute. Hopefully not fall in. And let's see, where do I want to cast first? Not there, because I'm more than likely gonna get snagged. Alright, that should be alright right there. Oh, it's a fish. I thought I was tangled up in some limbs or something. What you is. A good rock bass is what you is. Now, just about every time I come up here and cast underneath that tree, I left my phone in my vehicle, but a little rock bass. Belly flop, I'm sorry. But just about every time I cast underneath this tree right here, there's a fish up there. So let's cast up there again. Well, it is the next day. It got a little bit darker than I wanted to fish in yesterday up there in the mountains. So we're going to hit the little creek here for about an hour, maybe at most. I don't want to fish too long because I'm going to miss some football games this evening. Doubt that we're going to get to hit this back corner like we usually fish. It's usually deeper because, hey, fall. These nasty little green things are falling off the trees and clogging up the creek. Anyway, don't have a lot of time, so let's get to fishing. I also took a very nice nap for, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Really? So that's another reason why I'm a little bit of a late start this afternoon. Naps are important. There is something over there picking at it, but it's just about too small to get it. That ain't too small to get it. That is a rather aggressive red breast. I think that is a female, actually. I seen that one swirl on it. Itty bitty little gillikin. You know, a lot of people will laugh, why do you enjoy catching little fish like that? Well, I like catching fish. Nowhere in there does it say I prefer big fish, but I like catching fish in general. But I would prefer catching numbers of fish, whether they be tiny or whatever, doesn't matter. Numbers of fish is a bigger deal to me than a bunch of catching a bunch of little fish. It just keeps it interesting. Whoa, dang, I'm trying to talk here, fish, and you're interruptifying my word using. I got great English, can't y'all tell? But yeah, I like catching fish. I prefer catching big ones, but I ain't gonna turn down a mess of little ones because they keep you interested. And if you snag as much as I do, these cheap little jig heads, I'll leave a link in the description so you can get some on Amazon, are freaking awesome. They're made by Timora. They come in like a 50 pack for like $8, and dang fish. Now, a little bluegill, but that was snagged under the gill plate, so we can't count that one. But they're made by Timora, come in a 50 pack for like $8. And for the longest time, I was using trout magnet heads, which are a little bit thinner wire hook, so that you get a little bit sharper, like penetration or whatever. But the bulk packs of trout magnets, like 25 for $8, where Timora was 50 for $8. And when you snag, like I said, as much as I do, I'll take the cheapest that I can get. You can get 64th, 32nd, 16th, 8th, I think all the way up to a quarter, I'm not sure. Oh, we got a fish on. I thought I was just snagged and it came loose and... Jeez. That is just a straight up hammer of a red breast. That thing is thick. Thick with 3 C's. Let's get it back. Alright. I've snagged and made up words and all that for that spot long enough, which is all of about 5 minutes. I got you that time. Got you that time. Chill. And you just barely were hooked, little red ear. And I'm getting frustrated with snagging and the mosquitoes in this little spot right here before I start making up any new words. Well, that's going to be it. Mosquitoes are eating me up, which is kind of annoying, like it is any other time of the year. I hate mosquitoes. Like, who likes mosquitoes? Like, really, who does? Anyway, I only caught the 3 little fish down here on the creek, which we wasn't down here but like 30, 45 minutes. I mean, it's not terrible. But anyway, I just wanted to add something to yesterday's portion of this video, because I don't like making videos less than about 10 minutes, and that one was going to end up at about 7.5 or 8, somewhere around in there. But anyway, like I've said 1,000 times in videos, never skimp on these tiny little roadside creeks. If you just like catching fish, there's always fish in these little bitty tiny creeks. You know, it's kind of surprising what you can and will find sometimes in here. Matter of fact, this bass that I've got a picture of right here is the biggest fish that I have caught out of this creek right here. It was about a pound and a half, give or take. But yeah, don't need a whole heck of a lot to fish these little creeks like this. You know, a little ultralight, some 4-pound test, maybe 6-pound test if you're fishing a creek that you know has bigger fish, which more often than not you can get away with 4-pound test. But yeah, little ultralight line, tiny little panfish jigs like trout magnets, mule minnows 1.2, which there'll be a link in the top of the description. My affiliate link to Mule Fishing Supply Company, so if you want to check those out, go get you some. I get a little bit of a kickback, but yeah, little bitty baits, little bitty jig heads, you can catch a snot out of fish. Anyway, hope you like this real short, I guess, kind of little creek fishing session. Late summer panfish, multi-species kind of stuff. Anyway, hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.